Hello, everybody. I am super excited to have one of the best speakers in the entire industry who we have the pleasure of bringing on the cruise this May on the Smiles to Sea cruise. Dr. Laura Brenner, how are you doing today, Laura?
Hey, Elijah, you're too kind. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
honored, by the way, to be a part of this cruise.
Well, you were the winner of Dentistry's Got Talent, and also like the mega winner. You basically won against all the other winners as well. So you were amazing. Everybody's super excited to hear these top three things that will reignite their career in clinical dentistry. And you're just this happy person, and I'm super excited to hear how you can bring that happiness back to them. So you're on. Let everybody know a little bit about what they're going to hear at your presentation as we sail May the 8th to the 12th to Ensenada and Catalina.
Okay, so this is all about reigniting the spark with your dental career, right? Because anything we do, if you've been doing, even if you love it and you've been doing it for 20 years, you're going to get bored, burnt out. You might need to reignite that spark. And so I look at our career in dentistry like a relationship. It's like a marriage. And so in any good relationship, there's two parts. There's you, and then there's your partner who's showing up. Well, we have us. Any person in the dental office, we are the one party in that relationship, and the other party is the dental practice or the dental work, right? And so we can do all sorts of things to reignite that spark. And one of the main things we're going to talk about is, what is your role in it? So I love getting real with people and taking a look in the mirror at, like, what are we doing and what can we do better? So some of the things that we show up that create our burnout in dentistry, we show up with a lot of people pleasing tendencies, a lot of perfectionism. We just carry the weight of our patients' problems on our shoulders. So we're going to look at that and explore how we're creating our own burnout so that we can then look at solutions and change how we show up. And so some examples of solutions, I mean, it's really all about like changing your perspective, right? Because we all see the world through a different lens. And if there are ways we can change, practicing more gratitude, letting go of some of the burdens that we're carrying. Like, I think about, like, do you think about how we are carrying our own burdens so much of the time by things that we think are our responsibility? So really, I mean, it sounds a little bit of a, like, it could be we're making you look in the mirror, but my purpose is to help you offload some of this stress that you're carrying around and some of the things that actually we don't need to carry around. We can just let them be. So it's going to be all about looking at your relationship with dentistry, yourself, and what you can do to reignite your happiness and your joy for what you do again.
That's awesome. As you know, we're going to have dentists that bring their teams on board, right? Some people bring their team of 5, their team of 10. Can you give like some examples now for the people who aren't cruising on how do you get like the dentists and the teams to re-engage together, right? To reignite and to bring the happiness together, both of them.
I love that perspective because it's really looking at 3 partners in the relationship, right? That we're now looking at the dentist and the team. And what I've seen over and over is the people who are really burnt out carrying these everyone else's burdens. So if we can start to see how we create these stories that we need to take care of the other person we're working with in a way that is beyond them taking care of themselves, right? It's like over service. This is a term I've recently made up. It's like we're over serving. Maybe there's a way we could actually serve less, but in doing so, we come with our best selves and allow our teammates to show up and serve at their highest instead of us feeling like we need to make excuses for them or overwork to take their burden off. It's like, how can we all show up to serve equally, without, and that goes back to communication as well, right? Like we got to start getting the awareness of what are our patterns, what are we doing, and then how can we get real about it and share that.
That's awesome. So many of you are like, wow, I wish my team could hear this, or man, I need some more of this. The good news is we have Laura actually speaking on this for an entire hour one of the 10 hours on the cruise, along with many other really cool speakers. I mean, we have Dr. Bill Dorfman coming in speaking on cosmetic dentistry. We have Lauren speaking on human trafficking. Jasmine Haley that is coming and speaking on world diversity and inclusion. Dr. Rose, have you met Dr. Rose yet, Laura?
No, I
Oh
don't
my
think so.
gosh. Woo. Just look up Dr. Rose on Instagram. He's just a legend, motivational speaker, crazy high level cosmetic dentist, works on a ton of celebrities. And just overall, he's a hip hop artist as well, which is crazy. He's super impressive. Along with, Dr. Eric Roman, who's, multi-practice locations. I want to say he had 8 locations, all over $6 million, and successfully sold his multi-practices with, you won't believe this, the average age was 22 years old of all of his team members, except for the dentist. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And so he's basically going to teach on bringing in a millennial culture and making everybody happy as a team working together. And Dr. Chris Kammer, there's so many amazing speakers. Katrina, people you talk about burnout, people also get burnt out from their hands and their neck and their back, right? And Katrina is going to be speaking on ergonomics as well. And that is the number one issue from the surveys that I have taken why people leave. We want people to stay in, and the way you stay in is essentially paying attention to the way that you are sitting and the way you're holding instruments and stuff. So we brought her in as well. So super excited for the dentists and their teams to come out. You absolutely deserve it to come out, especially after winning that knockout round as well. So super excited to bring your energy and your happiness to the cruise. And hopefully you all are as excited as well to hear her this year and come out to the May cruise, the 8th through the 12th. It's out of California. Everybody's been waiting for California. Make sure you book your ticket before it's sold out. All right, everybody. See you on the cruise.